World AIDS Day is observed every year on the 1st of December since 1988. South Africa has the world's largest epidemic with 8.0 million people living with the virus. Today, young people face an increased risk as a result of lack of education around practicing safe sex relations, alcoholism, hookup culture, as well as social pressures experienced whilst clubbing. Citizen Cam visited the vibrant, youthful streets of Auckland Park and Melville to engage young people on HIV and AIDS as well as preventative measures.
This group culture, it does affect and contribute majorly so to the rise of HIV and AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Because in the groove like scenario and everywhere, you know, after groove, you obviously know what happens after, and people don't protect themselves. And yeah, that's it's a contributing factor. It's a major contributing factor, I'd like to believe.
Usually, this finally tendency of hookup culture, after groove, after I buy you a drink, you must go with me. You barely know that person. No, you must now go and sleep with that person. Sometimes you are drunk. You don't even think, oh, I should use a condom or something.
It's a day where we celebrate or we remember people who died from this virus. The last time I tested, it was on 2016, somewhere there. But then people who are always vibe with, like they test, let me say, regularly or so. So to be safe from HIV, obviously you have to use protections and stuff like that when you are having your sex, and also take PrEPs again.
I mean, we do get quite often, like once every 3 months, you know, just to check that we're okay. And the safety precautions, we go, you know, to our nearest clinic or like, you know, to the nearest hospital.
I think people should get tested once every 2 to 3 months, honestly. And other precautions being, if you're active, obviously wear protection like condoms. They're free at every clinic. And actually abstaining sometimes, it helps.
I don't think the youth is practicing safe sex, but also in terms of the new generation, the Gen Zs out there, I think they are definitely more, let me use the word woke. They know more about sex, but they also, again, going back to that thing where they want to be more free and experiment and doing a lot of these things. And in a country like South Africa where teenage pregnancy is rife, you know, sexual abuse is rife, and AIDS in its own is very high, I think that government needs to come together, needs to come and, you know, do more civil education, if you can say, about this topic, because a lot of it isn't being done also by government.
This is really cool. Have you gotten a few answers?
I think, you know, people have this mentality, you know, may have this mentality that it won't happen to me, it only happens to other people, but that is the mentality that, you know, brings about the increased rate of getting STIs and STDs. So I think people need to look into it more and realize that there is inherently no harm in taking, you know, preventative measures, because it only benefits you and the person that you're with and everyone around you. So yeah.